Morning, morning. Chip's on the move. I'm in Cherokee, North Carolina. Spent the night at Qualla, Nqualla. It's like an old motel that's being renovated. It wasn't bad. They did my laundry for free. I had a bathroom. I was able to get everything I needed. There's a Food Line across the street. Right behind me is where I went and resupplied. And then I'm going to go over to this Family Dollar, and I'm gonna grab a pencil eraser because I've been keeping a log, but sometimes my plan changes and I need to erase, and the little eraser I got's not cutting it, so I'm gonna straighten up with that. Then I'm gonna get a ride, $50 to get me back up to Newfound Gap. I just went to an ATM to do that. Cherokee's not very hiker friendly, but I was able to make do. And now I could say I've been to Cherokee, North Carolina. So I'm glad. Well, morning. What's it? Saturday, April the 4th, 2026, day 24 on the Appalachian Trail. Back on the trail. Spent the night down in Cherokee, North Carolina. Got a lift back to Newfound Gap by Miss Terry from Cherokee Cab. She's a Native American elder who drives cab. She's a wealth of knowledge. She talked to me about some of the tribal stuff, some of the reservation stuff, which I found very interesting. She knew about the elk. She said there were 59 of them. And now the population is well over 1,000. So that was pretty good. Got back up to Newfound Gap. Had some trail magic by a church in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. They were very nice people. I saw McMurphy and his girlfriend, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie's hopping off the trail today at Newfound Gap, and McMurphy's gonna continue northbound. It was overall very good. I didn't think Cherokee was that hiker friendly, but it worked out and I made it work. Food Lion, Family Dollar. I was able to take a shower, get my clothes washed at the place I stayed, and I got some new water bottles. Overall, it was a good adventure. I don't know how many miles I'm doing today, maybe 10 or so, but I'll have more visibility of that in a little bit. It was a great conversation with Miss Terry. I've been on a couple reservations, but this Cherokee Nation reservation in Cherokee, North Carolina, one of the nicest I've seen. It looks like they're taking care of their people well, and I'm glad to see that. They seem to have some good quality leadership on the reservation, and just like everything else, good quality leadership helps everybody. Helps the whole team, right? That's really it. So let me get walking up the trail and we'll go from there. Charlie's only got one bunion. Chip's got two. Look at this little land bridge here. I'll show you the left and the right. There's one of these in Italy State Forest, believe it or not. It's just a path a little bit narrower than this, with steep banks, almost cliffs on either side. But as I get out to the middle of it and I pivot left, it's a deadly fall down. As I come back to the trail and go to the right, it's also a deadly fall down. But the path's probably about 5-6 feet wide, so it's steady. But eventually this will erode, and then God only knows what happens after that. But I thought this was pretty neat. Sorry, the wind's blowing. Getting spit on a little bit by rain, but you can see these clouds moving in right at like eye level. It's pretty amazing. Here comes the cloud coming over the hill. Coming right up through this pass. The wind's blowing like a Dickens, but spectacular. I hope the camera captures this. I could see those clouds rising right out of the valley. Just spectacular. Here's more of the clouds. You see them drafting up there, up the valley. And then they go right over the hill right there, through those trees. It's amazing. It's amazing. On the downhill, this is that area where the clouds are coming through, so it's a little misty through here, and the wind might be blowing. But I got a couple miles left to go to get up to the shelter. I forget the name of it, but I'll let you know once I get up there. I saw Max and Lizard. They're back on trail today. Max had some family. His parents came down. They slack packed and they got to visit. They had a great time. They asked if I had seen like Jeremy, who goes by Sparky, but I haven't seen him since Fontana Dam Shelter. With people getting off in Gatlinburg and Cherokee and bouncing back on, it'll take a little bit to figure out where everyone's at. I use the app Far Out, but I don't use it for like the social media side of it. But people text each other and leave comments and keep track of each other and share locations, but I don't do that. As I was coming into Cherokee yesterday from the visitor center on the east side of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, car pulled over. It was Derb. Derb is that dude from Kentucky who hurt his foot. Go to find out, it's not broken. It was just a sprain. So his wife's going to drop him off at Fontana Dam, and he's going to knock out that stretch there. So luckily for Derb, his foot's not broken. It was just a sprain. He thinks he can rest it, ice it, and get back on trail. He's lucky that his wife's able to come down and help him get through that. I'm not sure if he's slack packing it or what the deal is, but either way, he's going to make up those miles from, I think the NOC is where he got off, not a Holla Outdoor Center. So that's what's going on today. Windy and cold, rain spitting here and there, but I haven't had enough rain to get out my rain jacket. I was able to secure a trash bag liner from an outdoor garbage can at the motel last night. I asked the cleaning lady if she had one, and she graciously gave me one. So I lined my pack again. Most of my stuff is in dry bags, like my clothing and my down sleeping bag, but for some reason I was concerned about the rain. I seem to have the hiccups now. Sorry about that. But that's what's going on. Glad to see Derb. Glad to see Max and Lizard. Saw a lot of day hikers out today, I guess with the holiday weekend and stuff like that. Talked to a husband and wife, live in Sevier County, outside of Knoxville. Had a nice chat with them as we were hiking. He's originally from Irwin area and still has family out there. They were interested in thru-hiking the Appalachian Trail and how you plan it and execute it and stuff like that. So I was able to share some of the limited information I have on how to accomplish this using that AWOL guide and Far Out. But we'll see if they're able to, if their dream comes true and they actually have the hustle and the wherewithal to think about doing the Appalachian Trail. This stuff's not easy. It's not easy, but it's not hard. I don't quite know how to put my finger on it. But it weeds out quite a few people. If you figure, I want to say 2,000-3,000 start every year. And only like 22-25% actually finish for a variety of reasons. Whether it be time or injury or just not having fun anymore. So you have to be cognizant of that. You have to identify when you got some down days, mentally, and then you have to figure out a strategy to work through it. Because although there is a physical aspect to this for sure, just like everything, most of it's mental. Most of it's mental. I was able to text Lacey. She's visiting a friend this weekend, so she seems to be doing well, having fun, catching up with an old friend. I'm glad to hear it. We'll go from there. Saturday, April the 4th, 2026, day 2 on the Appalachian Trail. At the Peck's Corner Shelter, at mile 218.5 on DAT, 10.5 miles for the day. People are drying out their stuff. We got a nice fire built. I'll show you around a little bit. This is the hiker's stuff drying out. There's the fireplace. There's the 2-level platforms that people sleep on. I think we can hold about 12, maybe 14 if we stack them right. Unknown amount of mice in here, but we've seen some already. But we're just sitting around the fireplace doing hiker trash stuff. So I took a taxi back from Newfound Gap for $40. Spoke to a nice lady, Miss Terry, from the reservation. So it ended up being a good day in Cherokee, North Carolina. Here comes the rain again.
We got it here before it started pouring.
You got warm on there? Yeah. Ryan's is too, so.
We get that big wall down there, that would burn all night.
Good times. Never stray from the ray. Never stray from the way. Here's some pictures from the day. Also remember Rule 21, never stray from the way.